The new measures are the EU's plans for counter-terrorism, security and the migrant crisis. They've been in the works for some time, but now there are firmer dates attached to them. On the 10th of November, the EU will introduce its entry-exit system. Home Affairs Commissioner Ylva Johansson says there will be strict digital border controls at every road into Europe. Non-EU nationals wanting to enter the EU will have to register their photographs, their fingerprints and their passports digitally online, and they'll have to verify them electronically every time they want to cross the border. This will lead to longer processing times and possibly longer queues. In the first half of 2025, possibly around May, the ETIAS online Visa Waiver program will come online. This is similar to the US ESTA system, where travellers must apply online in advance. The permit will be valid for 3 years at a time. It'll be operational on an optional basis for a few months. In the latter half of the year, possibly November, this system will be mandatory, although there will be a grace period. By the first half of 2026, all British passport holders must have an ETIAS. So how will this all affect Gibraltar? Well, this is what we know so far. Commissioner Johansson has been very clear that all roads into Europe will be subject to the new systems. Considerable investment has been made by the EU into new infrastructure on the Spanish side of the border for digital processing of travel documents, so they are ready to go. Since Gibraltar left the European Union, Spain has unilaterally granted travel exemptions, known as bridging measures, to Gibraltarians at the frontier, until such a time as a treaty is signed. Spain could technically withdraw these bridging measures at any time. But in any case, as this is a Europe-wide measure, it may supersede Spain's administration of the frontier. The Gibraltar government has always said that it would employ reciprocal measures and do whatever the EU is doing. But we asked the Gibraltar government, if there is no deal, does Gibraltar have the necessary infrastructure to reciprocate the entry-exit system and the Visa Waiver program? A spokesperson for Number 6 says in the event of a no treaty, it would be free to apply equivalent measures, and that it would be possible to apply manual reciprocal checks with a minimum of infrastructure, while a full electronic program is rolled out. Developments in the next few months, especially if there is a deal, could shed more light on how travel across the border will look like in the future.